Yo, so yeah, I decided to watch French Lover. Yeah, I mean, there was a reason. There was a reason. So this is directed by Lisa-Nina Rives, written by um, Lisa-Nina and Nomi Saglio. Yeah, I believe. Um, along with Hugo Gélin. Okay, it was produced by Linel Uzan, Hugo Gélin, and Omar Sy. Gilmiro Ferran took care of the score. Ranad Chassin was on cinematography. Valerie Desine edits the piece. Christelle Barras handled all the casting. Right, art direction was Stephanie Rosenbaum. Nomi Gillette is set decoration. Hair and makeup, we have Alexandra Becquet, Pascal Buggy, Fabalt de Bleds, Clémence Delamar, Marie Cogon, Isabelle Gillat, Anouk Haif, Louise Houdin, Ladvine Jahan, Lucy Labrano, Lisa Michalik, Marie-France Aubeur, Majali Olaman, Victor Rossi, Fiona Rossessini, Tina Rovere, Lamzami Sandra, Stephanie Salva. Right. We also have got Milan Falut, Fabien Gutierrez, Pascal Gagan, Samuel Hafrad, David Guillain, Pascal Lavancy, Marion Lavassalle, Mario Lachari, Pascal Madura, and Facine Roman taking care of the stunts. Right now, in the film, we have got Omar Sy as Abel Kamara. Marianne is played by Sara Giraudeau. Sami is played by Alban Avanov. Camille is played by Pascal Arbilot. Estelle is Agnes Hustel. Cedric is Xavier Lassille. Lina is Cindy Brunner. Antonio is Amuri de Crecourt. Nathalie is Isabel Chandler. Jax is Antoine Chappie. Ronald Lamont is Jean Franco. Adeline is Camille Lavbrie. Louise Latour is Alexandra Cormick. Yeah, that's the main lot, and I cannot pronounce the names. So, when a jaded actor meets a down on her luck waitress in Paris, their unexpected love story begins, but will it survive the glare of the spotlight? Now, supposedly, this is actually based on an Israeli television series called Ish Hashuv Me'od, right, from Shirley Moshiouf. So, yes. Yeah, I decided this. Omar Sy is a very good actor, right? Lupin is great. He was Bishop in Days of Future Past. He was in Book of Clarence and a whole heap of other things. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, a new Omar Sy joint. Let me take a look. And again, I was looking for something short. Ah, boy. I mean, right, we got this movie star and supposedly he falls for this waitress. And obviously, right, they do the thing where when they first meet, they do not get along. Boy. I mean, it's a little tiring when these films do this thing, right? But it is what it is. So we have them meet, but like there is nothing that tells you there's a vibe here. You know what I mean? Like, if he's supposedly falling for her, right? I mean, there's nothing there, right? I don't think you buy it. And we don't really see a lot of interactions or even any deep, things that can form a deep connection, you know? So the thought that they are deeply in love is like, I don't know, right? Like, we do not have a sense of time. So supposedly they've been in, after a while, they've been in this relationship for a long time, but doesn't seem like that to the viewer, you know? So you would just go, oh, well, it's been a few weeks, right? You know what I mean? If that, you know, but yeah, we get this thing like, oh, this has been ages, you know, and you're just like, wait, really? Has it? You know what I mean? Because I think, like, again, when they first meet, they have this big argument and flare up. And he then gives her a lift home. And then the next thing you know, they're about to lock lips, right? I think they did quickly. And then they're going to do it again, yeah. But it's just like, wait, how do you go from that start to there? Right? It just hasn't been enough to do that. And he's kind of saying she's the one normal person that can keep him grounded. But then you hear his origin story and you're like, what? Your best friend and his mum? Like, what about them? You know what I mean? It's just, like, it doesn't kind of make any sense, right? To be like, oh, I don't know anyone grounded. I don't know anyone that can tell me this stuff. You're just like, I mean, really? Really? So, yeah, you have that. But then, again, right? He's meant to be in love with this chick. But the minute they're apart, like, we see him doing all manner of things. So it's just like, all right, so if you're deeply in love, then what's all of this, right? What's going on there? Right, we got this other sub-story of she's about to get a divorce. So we got that sub-story too, which kind of feels all over the place. Right? And there's a weird resolution to all of that kind of thing. I think, like, we have him make a movie, right? And I think the weird thing is, he's a supporting cast member of this film. He's not the lead actor. So then when this award ceremony goes, there is an award for support, this, best supporting actor. right? And then then the best actor, best actress goes to the leads of something. So I don't know how a supporting actor can be in the best award, right? That's doesn't really make any sense. You know what I mean? Like, how does that happen? Yeah, there is just a lot. I think when you pass your, and I might be wrong, but when you pass your driving test, there's certain things you can't drive right away. Right? I believe that's so. You know, and I think sometimes it's mainly because of the insurance is through the roof. So yeah, we get this other bit that you're just like, would that be possible? You know? And she's meant to be broke. So I don't know how she's able to do certain things later on in the film. Yeah, it does feel all over the place, right? Especially changes of heart and, you know, when someone has been one thing for ages and then out of nowhere, supposedly, become something different. And you're like, well, that's out of the blue. And why all of a sudden? You know? It's it's one of them. But I will say this, right? It's frustrating for all of those reasons, but it does play like your typical rom-com. You know what I mean? And as I said, I'm not necessarily a typical rom-com fan. So, if you like those, then French Lover will be fine for you because it hits all of the beats that you expect in those films, right? So, you know, last week, we looked at The Wrong Paris, you know? If you enjoyed The Wrong Paris, then you will enjoy French Lover, right? I mean, any of those films, like, oh gosh, I was trying to think of all the nonsense that I've looked at over the years, man. I mean, there's been stuff, right? Upgrade, you know, I think that was the title of one. Yeah, she said maybe, right? Just any film like that, Meet Cute, right? Any of those films. If you like those, you will enjoy French Lover. It's a Netflix joint, so if you have Netflix, you can check it out. So yeah, French